All right, we are back. We, meaning cat here. Actually, there's a couple cats hanging out. You can see another one there. We're here, and we're back for another community tournament bonus round. We have a new winner, and that is Yashrai Singh. Um, and that's a pretty good average score, 28. Should be an interesting game with a strong player. Obviously, the winners of the community tournament um, events have uniformly been really strong players, so I have my work cut out for me. Let's start this classic mode game. Typically, I pass my turn as just be polite. If I was going to play here, I would probably play script. That seems starting play here. Another idea would be to play recce. I think that means like to recommend something. So I have some really good high scoring letters, but certainly no hopes of bingoing right now. So I'm going to pass my turn and wish Yashrai good luck as we start our game. All right. Looks like the first move of the game is in. Let's see what we're looking at here. Solid play. Mose getting rid of that Z, scoring 30 points to start for Yashrai. Okay, let's think about this. So we have some possibilities of playing stuff here. Even just type scores a huge amount of points. Just using the Y on the double letter score, getting the Z points. Obviously, I would love to use one of my two C's, right? Like, not sure that's possible though. I mean, this is also a word. I think the R definitely meshes better with the C than the T does. So I'm gonna probably be playing type over ripe here. Let me just think, like, is it worth playing something like crepey? 30 points, leaving CT. I don't know. Let's think. I think this is worth enough extra points. 30. It's 41, so 11 extra points for keeping a second C. I mean, the C is a good letter, so keeping two of them is even better, right? No, it's going to be, it could potentially be difficult. Also, by the way, typer is not a word, hence I'm not putting that R on there. I think I'm going to go ahead and play type. You just imagine real quick, is there any possibility I'm missing a bingo, like through the O, for example? I really think so. Okay. I think this is all right. We just have to hope to get some vowels to pair with the two C's and then start unloading them. I guess one nice benefit of this is that I set up a spot for a C to play. MYC, Mike, is a valid word, so you can easily imagine having underlaps with this C on a subsequent turn after placing the Y there. So I think that's going to be my choice here. Let's see if I get, first of all, it would be great to get an S for Moses, or is it D valid? Ooh, okay, so no, okay, it is valid. No vowels at all, so that's going to be tricky. I think right now on this board, as currently constituted, I pretty much have to play cred, unfortunately. There's no other choice. So if that spot gets blocked, I'm very, very likely looking at an exchange here just because I've got too many consonants. And on that exchange, I'll definitely keep RS, and then the only question is, do I keep a C? Do I keep a D? Do I just exchange them all and try to get some better vowels? So we shall see what Yashrai plays on his next turn. Okay, that was fast. Literally moments later, Yashrai has played his move. We'll find out. Okay, he's played a daw. Nice play, making some underlaps. Blocks the play that I was hoping to make. I can still play cedar with the same letters as cred. It's not as good. I think this is maybe slightly better than exchanging. Do I really have no... I would love to use the V here, but I just don't believe that I have a play that does that. So I guess the question is Cedar better than exchanging? And I think it's going to be. 19 points is a lot. It creates a second spot for an S. So now after Cedar goes down, I've got my 2 spots, one here, one here. For an S, if I'm able to draw, certainly there are 3 vowels picks that I can get, or even 2 vowel picks that I can get that might give me bingos here if I'm very, very lucky. In all likelihood, the C and V together are 2 high-scoring tiles that don't mesh very well together, so it's much likelier that it's going to take me 2 turns to reach a rack that has more of a chance of bingoing. It should also be noted that cedar, so cedar is a type of tree, and like many trees, you can actually add an N hook to that. So cedarn, made of cedar, right? That's what that word means. That could actually loom large too. That, much easier than just an S to hook there. So I think I'm gonna play this. I don't love it. Oops, accidentally clicked on my opponent's profile. Yashrai, Singh. Let's go ahead and do this and hope for the best. We really need some vowels in a hurry. And do we get them? We got one. We got one. So 1 vowel only. It's very possible, unfortunately, I may be forced to kind of burn my S here. Oh yeah, I had another S hook here with opas too. So the S is very strong on this board. Man. Oh, it looks like Yashrai just exchanged. So he's there, he's ready, he's playing. Oh man, it would be great to use the Zeta hook. There's really no... I just can't imagine... Excuse me. I can't imagine what I'm going to play here that doesn't involve me using my S, which is really a shame. So this score's 24. That's a lot. It's better than exchanging. If I were to exchange something like CV or DV or CDV, leaving this really strong leave, that literally could be the way to go here, just because, again, the S so powerful here. If I draw bingo ending in S, it's going to play everywhere, and by using my S, I'm creating a board that is very, very difficult to do very much without an S of your own. The reasoning for that is after a play like Vax, obviously this V cuts off any underlaps. This C also cuts off most overlaps here, except for the H. If you were to have an H, that would be the only way you can play parallel there. So after I play Vax, that really, really incentivizes Yashrai to play something off of this W to get some points, and that's going to reopen the board for me. So I feel very conflicted about this, as does my cat, as he's back here. I don't think the two of us feel great about playing Vax, but I think that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to have to hope that we redraw an S or a blank, or just hold on to our narrow lead in the early going. So let's see what we get. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, no S, no blank, but we got an X, which is going to be good for scoring on this pretty tight board. Again, I'm fully expecting Yashrai to play something in this area, unless he has a bingo, in which case, if it ends in S, it's going to be playing there. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. I think he's like here and playing. So maybe I'll just hang out for a moment. Or, well, that's fine. I can always just come back. So more moves are probably coming shortly. Okay, you can see from the score, this is not good. 151 to 84. That means I've gotten bingoed on for a lot of points. So Wow. Okay. So that is much worse than your average bingo. That's a bingo with an S and a Q and a blank, making an H hook here. So that's going to require um, some effort to get back in this game. So all right, let's see. Do I have any? I mean, I have oxids here. Maybe there's some better way of hitting the X on the triple. That's going to be pretty good. 39. Let's just quickly do a sanity check on, do I have some other good spot to use this X that hits like something here? This is not, I don't think something like Dixit is anywhere near worth playing. Oxbirds. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I think probably the best. Oh, wait. I have Trioxid. This worth playing. Just to keep the board open and score pretty well. That's 34. 34. Leaving this S open. Oh, man. I don't think I can do that. I think even though I'm at a deficit here, I need to play to this S just because any word that Yashrai may have drawn that pluralizes is just going to easily play to this S, whereas at least it takes him a little more effort to play through some of these other letters and still score a ton of points. That S is just so damaging to leave open. This isn't a word, unfortunately. B. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I have to play Oxids. I mean, it's still a 40-point play. That's pretty good. It leaves BRT. I like the RT combination. The B, not so good for bingoing. Oxids also nice for making a spot that you can play 7-letter words at a deficit. That's something that I like. So we'll go with this and just a quick sanity check on the rest of the board for a moment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. So let's just play Oxids and hope that I didn't miss anything much better. So the score is still close-ish. Not a wonderful draw here. So this is not great, but I should be able to do something here. This spot is still really appealing to score in, but I don't think I have a great play. I think probably the best play that I have here is to play Berg if that stays open, just because the RIT leave is pretty strong. There's some other... Oh, I should at least consider... Oh, okay, well... This is probably going to be a lost cause here. I'm down over 100. I guess I can try to fight my way back here, but this is not going very well. Well, now I've got this board is my saving grace here, I guess, is that the board is incredibly wide open. I can continue to keep the board open if I play something like Grebo here for 24. Do I really not have... I would like to use... I would like to play longer through this E, but I would need to use both the G and the B if I was going to do that. And I can't fit like begirt in there, doesn't fit. Yeah, I don't know. Again, just like with Oxids, even though I'm losing by a huge amount now, I really do feel like I have to slightly obstruct this E, because just like the S of Oxids, the E of Invitee is so easy to hit. I just, if I leave it open, I can really make things worse for myself. If I play Grebo and I just get lucky and draw something ending in S, that would be my ticket back into the game, I guess. So, I don't think I'm missing a bingo on this rack. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this and hope I get it. I need to draw an S. I need to draw an E. I need to draw something really good. I need it fast. J is not really what I'm hoping to see here. At least I'll be able to play something like Jedi here if it stays open. That's going to score quite well to the triple. The problem with this play is, even though it scores well, the J here prevents any future bingoing opportunities on that side of the board. So, okay, Quakey, that's another huge score. Also, I guess the nice thing about Quakey is it's much harder to imagine playing a bingo in this area, so I can play Jedi with a little more confidence. But yeah, this is certainly going poorly. The very closed board that we were looking at to start was completely blown open by Squinch, and I've really had trouble since then. So, is there any idea of me just playing this and keeping a really, really strong bingo lead instead? No, I think, unfortunately, I'm down by so many points here that I actually do need to not only go for a lot of points like this. This is many, many more points than just playing Ahi or Jai in that spot. 39, I guess I could do this too, which scores pretty well. It scores 42, but keeps 2 eyes. I can't afford that right now. I have to. I definitely have to keep as flexible a leave as I can, while also scoring a lot of points. So we'll just go ahead. Again, I need to redraw some E's and S's. Okay, so this might not be my game here. I'm still close-ish, but after whatever I'm going to play here is going to be extremely uninspiring, just because I have a really, really bad set of low point tiles, 2 duplicates, no E's, no S's. Okay, I guess the nice thing here, as just Yashrai piling on the points like instantaneously. The only thing that is helpful here is he's made a place for me to undouble my tiles and score acceptably. Is there a longer word that I might play there? Probably not. I think, yeah, something like, or maybe turn, run, or turn, runt. Those are the same. I was trying to see maybe I can go further, but yeah, one of these is very likely to be right, and I need to draw a blank, an S, an E, anything. I need it so soon. Okay, well, if this spot right here doesn't get blocked, and I think there's a chance it won't, this is the key for me. So I just drew trillion. If that N stays open, I have a good play here. If it doesn't, it looks like I'm in deep trouble, right? So this is we've all been there as Scrabble players. You've got your spot you need to play, and I'm hoping that he feels like he's going to play in this area of the board to block the S hook here, which would make every bit of sense in the world. Maybe he'll, I don't know, maybe he'll play a 6-letter word here. That would actually leave this spot open for me. So I'm needing trillion in the worst way here to stay open, and if it gets blocked, that's gonna be bad, because I'm gonna score a really low number of points on my next turn. Come on, cat. Nope. Up on the keyboard. So yeah, we sit and wait and pray and hope. Pray to the Scrabble gods. Oh my god. Okay, so spot gets blocked. It's just been one of those games, as we know. Now I just have no options at all with this rack. Nothing that makes me feel good anyway. But let's continue. Let's press on. What is my pathway back into this game? I can't imagine what. I mean, just toil. This is a decent play in the sense that I have 2 I's and 2 L's, and that gets rid of 1 I and 1 L. I really, really would much prefer the Grebo's hook to stay open, but I don't even have an S right now. So maybe I just have to do this, and I'm going to need, there's 28 tiles in the bag. I'm going to need to get a bunch of them, get several bingos in a hurry, which it's not impossible. It's just very, very unlikely. Any chance I'm missing a word here? I don't think so. So I'll just play this. Doesn't make me feel very good, but we're gonna have to get lucky here. So let's see what we get. Okay, there's the start of some luck. So I should now be able to play something at least here, Triller or something like that, Twirler. There's any number of things. So I'm gonna need him to have terrible letters. Any bingo by him at this point is gonna be a game ender for sure. I need him to have bad letters. I need to get my bingo. Then I need to draw more bingos. So let's see, trailer, retrial. I could play terrible to this E of wised. Yeah, this is seems like the bingos ending in R in this spot are probably what I'm gonna have to do. Is there anything ending in L? I don't think so. So let's assume that I get this play here. At the very least, I have terrible to this E as a backup. So it seems very likely that I'm going to actually bingo here. I still would have another lane underneath invitee. Outside chance of drawing something ending in L. That's very unlikely. The best thing you can say here is that I drew the blank. It means that he doesn't have the other one. But my chances are still, like, even when I get my 70 points on my next turn, I'm very likely to be down anywhere between 70 and 100 points on my next turn as well. So it's going to take me bingoing now, bingoing again, and potentially drawing more good stuff after that. So comeback chances don't look very good, but stranger things have happened. Just have to keep trying to make the best plays that I can. I think Yashrai is probably about to make his play. He has been playing at a fairly quick pace, so I'll give him another minute before we segment this one off again. Yeah, not looking good. So could be. I think we had one other winner so far. I can't remember the results of the previous bonus rounds that we put on YouTube. I know somebody won one of Rod Alfonso. We'll have to go back and check the books. All right, let's give Yashrai a minute to catch up, and we'll see how bad things are for me on my next turn. Okay. He's played 364. That's not huge. He's managing to block basically everything I'm doing here. So I can play terrible now through this E going down, which is probably the only issue with that is there's going to be an E right here that's going to make it really easy for him to score to a triple. Given that he just played all 1-point tiles, maybe I can get lucky and he won't have a very good play to this E, but if I really do play that, well, there's not very many good scoring tiles left. So maybe I can get away with that as opposed to, playing terrible here for fewer points. So, so this would be 61. Playing it here instead will be quite a few more. Oh, only 64. 3 more points. I wonder, is that worth it? Well, the interesting thing about this actually is that after Uoi, there's a spot to the triple there too. So by playing terrible, there's 2 spaces to play to a triple, each of which will give me more lanes to bingo through. But I mean, I'm still in a huge world of trouble here. Only 21 tiles left. Chances of winning this game are very poor. So let's just go ahead and play this, and we're going to need a bingo to come out of the bag immediately if I'm going to have any chance at this game. Let's find out. So we narrow the gap to 74. See what we get. Not even close. Not even close. So nowhere near a bingo here. Way too many vowels. Imagining, do I have any place here? Probably not. I can't even imagine kind of good play I have here. Aerobe. Play. Thing ending in L. Boreal, maybe? Maybe I have to play Boreal for 27 and just try to grab as many points as I can. I mean, at this late in the game, I would rather not burn through tiles quite so aggressively. I need there to be as many tiles left in the bag to try to complete my comeback as possible. But at the same time, I need points. I need some amount of points to stay in touch. Something like abort, maybe. Leaving A, E, O. That doesn't seem very good. Let's look at these tiles. There are... it's a fairly balanced set of tiles left in the bag. That's obviously after I drew all these vowels. So there was an imbalance of vowels prior to my draw. Now it's closer to even. Yeah, this is trending quickly towards a loss, but we'll keep grinding, see how we do. All right, next move is in. I'm losing by 101 points. So, yeah, okay. This F here, I mean, it makes all the sense in the world that Yashrai would want to play his F here, but maybe now my hopes in this game depend on me hitting a huge bingo to the F going down to the triple. It's not terribly likely, but not impossible. So only 10 tiles in the bag. I mean, I need to score points, so my idea here was playing Boreal. This scores 27. Then I just will need to draw a bingo to this F. Oh, I actually I have maybe a slight improvement of that of aboral. It keeps the E, which is a little better for bingoing, EO, although is it possible that AO is better harmonizing with this F, especially given that there's only 1 A and 3 E's? Really hard to say. If I play AO, I have a good chance of drawing an E from the bag, maybe having those duplicates. I mean, he's going to have every incentive to block this area of the board. He's going to have every incentive to block this area of the board, and maybe it's slightly easier for me to draw a bingo that actually plays after aboral as opposed to boreal. Just because placing the B out as your first letter in space means that only an A or an E, sorry, an O, A or O can fit on top of it. So if I was going to play Boreal, it would be a little bit tougher to actually draw a 7-letter word that plays there, but I don't know. This is a tough call. I guess I'll play Aboral. It makes a good spot for him to score with his P in a way that might put the game out of reach. If you were to just play a simple word with like OP or AP in it. But I'm just gonna hope for the best here, I suppose. Let's see what we draw. It's gonna need to be something miraculous at this point. And I don't believe that's what's materialized here. Yeah, not quite. I drew the P. That would fit in this spot. So if I wanted to play Twitch users rejoice. But no, I can't play Pog here. Actually, there is a word like Pog. I think this is a Oh, okay. All right, he plays Feast. Leaves one in the bag. I'm still losing by 100. I've got very, very little hope here. Is there any idea of drawing a bingo here with one of these other? What happens if I get rid of the G? No. I think this is pretty much a lost cause, but let's just go through the motions of like, what if I play my G and I draw an S, I at least threaten pontages through this A, maybe some other stuff. Gantlope. Okay, so if I just fish a G, I have a couple of things that I can draw. S and L at the very least. Pentagon. Okay, so if I just play my G somewhere, one tile, hang, let's say, right? That seems like the best place to play my G. I have these letters. Through this A of Flame, I could draw Gantlope, Pentagon, Pontages. That might be it. I don't know what else I have. But that's not, I mean, I'm still not going to win the game. All he has to do is score any number of points, like any decent number of points, or he could block these spots if he sees them. So there are many ways that I don't get my eventual bingo after this. But let's just go for it and force him into a decision that he has to make. Okay, so I drew the S. Actually, I would have preferred the other. I would have preferred the L probably most of all. The odds of him blocking my bingo are almost like they're through the roof. So there's no way I'm not getting this. It's very unlikely that I'm getting my bingo. Plus, it only scores 64 points. So nowhere near enough points to get back in the game, no matter what he does. So I am admitting defeat at this point. Nicely played to Yashrai Singh. Not only has he won the Scrabble, the community tournament, I think number 7, he is the winner, but he's also defeated me in the bonus game, which I have a pretty good record in these games. Not flawless. I know I've already lost one. But still a very an impressive achievement for sure. So I don't believe I have a 7-letter word here. I think it's just, am I going to get my bingo through this A that cuts the deficit of the game or not? And my bet is that I'm not going to get to play that. I'll have to figure out something else to play. That's what I'm expecting. But we shall see what he opts to do. All right, let's find out the good or bad news. Do I get my final bingo, even though it doesn't matter? He's still going to win the game. Let's find out. I will. It looks like... Oh, wait. Did he block it? No. Okay, so he doesn't block it, which is, again, this is purely academic. I get my final bingo here. Yep, that should do it for this game, I think. So I'm going to cut the gap ever so slightly, but still very, very solid victory there. I don't know. We'll have to look. We'll watch after the fact and see if I missed anything big at any point in this game. This one, sometimes I end these games and I feel like, oh man, I'm not sure what I could have done in these situations. This one I feel relatively secure in, but you can never know until you review the game. So anyway, congratulations to Yashrai Singh. He's defeated me in the bonus round that he earned by his victory in the latest, I believe, 7th iteration of the Scrabble Go community tournament bonus round. So thanks for playing, and thanks for watching. And look forward to doing the next one of these sometime soon.